Hi everyone, and thanks for watching CBS 19 Plus, where we go into depth into the forecast. That we can take a little bit longer than what we normally do in our newscast. We usually go about 3 to 3.5 minutes talking about the weather. Well, here we can go longer, and we can show you more maps. We can give you more details over the forecast. So we're going to start with the Texas A&M Forest Service burn ban map, and this is the current map that I just looked at, and so it could have been updated since we recorded this weather, but what we're looking at here is essentially most of East Texas in a burn ban. You've got Morris County, you have Camp County, and you have Frank Titus County that are not currently in the burn ban. Everywhere else, though, now is in a burn ban across East Texas. So that means that we are dry and we don't anticipate any big changes within the forecast here in the coming days, and that is certainly the case. So this was last week's drought index, and then this was the one that was updated last Thursday. And you can see we're now into severe drought over parts of Hopkins, Henderson, Anderson County, into Smith County, parts of Wood and Upshur County, and western and central Gregg County. Also a little sliver of northwestern Rusk County in the current drought index considered severe. If we don't get much rain in the next 7 days, I expect that to increase, that severe drought area to increase across the region. Rainfall forecast next 7 days just doesn't look good. We have a chance for some scattered showers Wednesday into Thursday. I have a feeling it's going to be much like it was over the weekend, where we saw some heavier downpours, but right next to it there was 1/100 of an inch. So I think this is a generalized, it's not going to be specific where there's heavier downpours, so it's a generalized 1/100 of an inch to maybe 1/10 of an inch. There could be isolated quarter, even half-inch rainfall amounts within this map. But I think more importantly, what we want to show you is the frontal boundary moves into East Texas and it stalls, and so there are pockets in the darker green where you have heavier rain surrounded by lighter rain showers. And again, that's over the next 7 days, and I think most of that is going to fall maybe Wednesday into Thursday. Otherwise, once we get into the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, it's probably likely going to be dry, though I have seen another front trying to show up here late in the weekend that would bring some showers into far northeastern Texas. Otherwise, next 7 days, fairly dry. All right, what could happen here, and this would be something that we'll keep an eye on. There's a disturbed area of clouds and thunderstorms off the Gulf Coast, off of Florida. All right, so it's forecast to drift kind of to the west and then back to the north. It has about a 30% chance of becoming a named storm here in the next 5 days. Right now, I would think that if anything, it's Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama that have the rainfall amounts off of this, or the generous rainfall amounts. Otherwise, East Texas maybe gets brushed. So just a 30% chance of that becoming any more than a cluster of thunderstorms or maybe a weak tropical disturbance as it moves onshore in the next 5 days. So that means that we're going to stay dry here. Here's future skycast. We're starting this Tuesday morning at 7 a.m. We have southerly winds. You might note, though, there's a little wind shift. So a weak wind shift with winds shifting to the east. A little frontal boundary drops through here. It's a very weak frontal boundary. A couple of showers over deep East Texas back into the hill country. Those fade away, and then Wednesday, here comes another little front. And so a few scattered showers, again, will be possible. Notice how widely scattered they are. There's nothing well organized within this. There's not a lot of long-lasting rain in this, so this just kind of drifts through here. Over Louisiana, better chance and that drifts back toward the Gulf Coast, so that's not going to be headed in our direction. It does look like it picks up in intensity a little bit over to Houston and Trinity County, maybe so I would say southern Anderson County, but really Houston, Trinity County, maybe Angelina County, and that's it. And then that drives off to the Gulf Coast, and we have northeast winds by Thursday morning, and we stay generally dry through that time. All right, so looking back on July so far, so we've had, 10 days with 8 of those, or 7 of those in the triple digits. And we've had 6 in a row that we've hit triple digits. And if we make it there on Monday, that'll be 7 in a row. We've had 1 day where the temperatures have been below average, and 9 days where the temperatures have been above average, and 6 consecutive 100-degree days. So it looks like on our 7-day forecast that we'll show you that we have several or a couple more 100-degree days, then a little break in the 90s, and then back to some 100-degree heat by the weekend. So certainly July is starting off very warm and hot, and it looks like it stays that way. Here's the overall upper level wind pattern as we head through the next 7 days. Tomorrow morning we start off with high pressure over the Rockies, and it kind of sits there. That allows a weak frontal boundary to move in Wednesday. So we have a chance for some scattered showers, as I showed you Wednesday. That front will drive all the way to the southeastern part of the United States. The big ridge of high pressure re-intensifies and spreads eastward into East Texas again and over much of Texas. So by the weekend, by Friday, drying out, heating up close to 100 degrees, despite maybe a little bit of a north to east northeast wind here. This whole area is just baking, so we're not looking at any much cooler air that could come in here. But here is the secondary front that will drop into the central plains, maybe make it into the southern plains over the weekend. So there's a small chance of rain headed our way again next Monday. It's about a 20% chance of rain, and that's about it. There's a little cooler air out here off the Pacific Northwest that could also come into East Texas in about 7 to 10 days. But overall, the trend here, very warm, humid, above average temperatures for sure coming into East Texas. All right, here's the Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine and Joint Hospital 7-day forecast. It's a weak wind shift, but still hot, and a high temperature tomorrow of 104 degrees. Then Wednesday morning, we wake up with a temperature around 79. Rain for some Wednesday, it's a 40% chance. It's slightly cooler on Thursday. Morning lows are where we're really slightly cooler, 75. The daytime high up to 98. We have an east-northeast wind on Thursday. Friday morning, we drop to 73. And Friday afternoon, under mostly sunny skies, we have a high of 97. Then it's hot but still unsettled Saturday. 73 in the morning up to 98 in the afternoon. Clouds bubble up in the heat of the day, and there's a 20% chance of rain Saturday. Sunday's a steamy day. That front is approaching. We start off Sunday in the mid-70s. We warm up to 101 Sunday afternoon. The front arrives Monday with a 20% chance of rain, a morning low of 76, and a daytime high right around 100 degrees. All right, so that was a look at your 7-day forecast. If we were talking about days 8, 9, and 10, it looks like we cool off just a little bit. As I showed you, there is that chance for a weak front to come in here, but it's a fairly weak front. All right, thanks for watching CBS 19 Plus. We'll give you updates throughout the afternoon, the night, and tomorrow morning.